Good morning, everyone. It's April 21st, 2023, 9:18 in the morning, and I am here finishing up my watch list. And happy Friday to everyone. So, with that, let's get right into it. Good morning, everyone. It's April 21st, 2023, 9:18. Okay, so for today, we don't have a lot of movers. If we can start with the SPY, SPY is an inside bar. If you look at the daily, inside bar is we're opening at the inside of this bar from yesterday. Volume of SPY is just around 677,000, so not a lot. And that also speaks of the rest of the market, why we don't have a lot of volume as well. So SPY is just up by 0.07%. And considering that it's an inside bar, then strategy for today is to be patient at the open. There's probably not a lot of an opening range breakout or a breakdown play for today. And for that, we can just do other strategies. So to begin with, I am looking at Amazon. Amazon is up by 2.4%. So for my levels for Amazon, pre-market low is at S3 or this pivot point area here, which is 103.56. And then the high of the pre-market is at 106.36. Just going to turn this one into a 15 minutes so it's easier to put in the level. So that is my Amazon level. Next one is for my gap up. I am looking at PG or Procter and Gamble. Let's see what the news is. News is quarter two results stop estimates. So they did have that earnings. What I'm looking at PG is there's not a lot of volume, but it is up by 2.5%. It's definitely not a low float stocks. It is a 2.35 billion float. Since I don't have a lot of stocks that I'm watching on right now, I will just put in my level here. So 154.9 is the pre-market high and pre-market low is at 150.84. That is around $4 move already. Let's see how the daily looks like. Daily looks like we are just about to break this level right here, which was touched way back on January 9. And yeah, about to break that level. Considering that we do have the R4 next to that, and that is 155. So we do have some rooms there, but we do have to consider that the volume is just a 140,000. So that is PG. Wish is up by 22.7%. Wish is not a low float stock. It is float of 19 million. Let's see. Well, our cutoff for a low float stock is 20 million. So a little bit of, we actually fell below that. So for Wish, I am just going to be watching this one. Yesterday's price action, let's see, from 7 up to 7.49. So that is just a less than 50 cents move. So I am not even going to be putting my levels into Wish. Okay, next one is Coin. Coin now is an inside bar. It is in the VWAP, and a lot of this Bitcoin stocks are moving today, but they are all under what we call that inside bar. So Riot, Mara as well is an inside bar, and then Tesla. Tesla is an inside bar. It did had a good gap down yesterday I wasn't trading yesterday. So for those of you who have traded Tesla yesterday and shorted Tesla, that could have been a pretty good move right there. Looks like from yesterday it moved from 169 all the way to 160. So that is a $9 move. And right now it can just be under consolidation. So next one is Zim. Zim is down by 2.1%. So 2.1% here. Not a lot of volume. Again, that's what the pattern that we're seeing this morning. And for that, let's just put in our levels. So pre-market low is at 19.8. Pre-market high right here is at 20.29. Just about 50 cents move there. Not a lot of move at all. Just gonna put my levels since we don't have much of stocks in our watch list. Next one is SQM. SQM only again has a volume of 147,000. Its float is 142 million, so not a low float stock. Price action, candlestick on a daily looks okay. So yeah, let's put the levels here. 70.97 is the pre-market low. Pre-market high is at 76.04. I'm really not excited for the watch list today. Not a lot of movers, not a lot of volume. I think this is one of those days that we can be very selective with the stocks that we're going to be trading. If there's no setup at all, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm not going to be trading at all for today, because that's how low the volume is. No volume means no momentum for the stocks to go anywhere. So that means it can just consolidate, and consolidation can take hours, or yeah, it can take a long time for it to decide on where it wants to go. So Apple is a gap down by 0.94%. Again, not a huge gap down here. 1.5 million that is actively being traded. Not a lot of volume compared to the Apple's baseline. That's pretty much a low volume for Apple. We have 4 minutes left before the market opens. Microsoft is down by 0.39%. Did not fit my criteria of watching a gap down that is down of at least 3%, but there's nothing that's happening, or there's no stocks that are moving a lot today, so we'll put in the levels anyway. Nvidia is down by 0.13, so almost just flat. Pre-market low 268, and pre-market high, I do have a level right here, 271.4. Okay, so that's that. And then we have AMD flat by 0.01% up. Pre-market low 89.51. Pre-market high is 90.54. And BABA is down by 1.2%. All right, so those are my levels. So let's look back here and see if it had, so this is my pre-market high, just updating this one. We do have that new pre-market high now, so just adjusting that at 106.4. Procter & Gamble, not moving as much, still has low volume. Now, I don't have anything else in my watch list, so this one is going to be the low float of the day, this Wish. So pre-market low is 8.32, $8.32, with a pre-market high of 9.59. Coin, I'll just put in the level as well. This is part of the inside bar. For the inside bar, the strategy there could be the pivot point play. So you have your pivot point, you have your R3 and S3, it's in between, so it can go to R3 as a strong resistance is there, so it can just test as well the S3 and can go back and forth right there. Riot, same thing as coin, part of the Bitcoin stocks, is also an inside bar. So pre-market high is at 11.39 with a pre-market low of 10.84. All right, so 30 seconds before the market opens. See here. So this is the one that my main screen here. All right, so market is now open. All right, so let's see what Riot is doing. SPY. Let's look at what the SPY is doing. So SPY is just almost flat here. Turning off my pre-market data. All right, so let's see what Riot is doing. SPY. Let's look at what the SPY is doing. So SPY. Amazon. This is the one that has a good volume, 4.3 million. Pre-market high here is 106, so we did had that rejection there. Okay, Wish. The low float stock is moving. This is the one that has a good volume, 4.3 million. Pre-market high here is 106, so we did had that rejection there. Interested in having this one to have a pullback in the VWAP. The low float stock is moving. Okay. Zim, not a lot of volume still, 430,000. SQM, also no volume yet. JD, same thing, no volume. Apple is just about to. Let's see here. It's just in between. So this one, Microsoft, could be a good short. The only thing though is SPY is moving higher. So this can just test the support 283 and can bounce from there. Because what SPY is doing is we did find that it is just went higher today compared from yesterday by 0.07%. Mara, this is the pullback that I was waiting for. Mara is the low float of the day. Riot, wow, this is just getting beaten down. So this is what I was saying earlier about that inside bar, that it can just test the levels from yesterday. Now it's heading to yesterday's level or yesterday's closing price. Tesla, an inside bar. So no trades yet. This one is just down by 0.83%, curling up here. Did we found a bottom here? Hard to tell because we don't have a lot of volume, and SPY now is heading lower. So with SPY heading lower, that can mean a rejection as well in Microsoft. So Microsoft have found a bottom right here, 283 for this candlestick. Volume is not there. Doing a small position to the short side here, basing it as well to the SPY that's heading lower. But this one is a tight stop loss, 284.85. So not a lot of conviction to this one that it's going to go lower just because I'm trading off of a 1 minute chart. But we did find that rejection in the 9 EMA. So 284.17, I don't see any imbalance right here in level 2. SPY is just playing in that level of yesterday's closing price. So I need to have this break 284.14 before I even consider adding to this position. But that VWAP acted as a support right now. I don't like that the SPY is consolidating. Adding to my position here. Moving my stop loss to 84.61. So VWAP is acting as a support right here. SPY is just lower than yesterday's closing price. But the consolidation in the VWAP, I don't like that. That's why I only added like also not that a lot of shares right here, just to control my risk. If you look at the volume here, there's not a lot of volume, and that can also just mean that it can just consolidate. No imbalance in the level 2. Pretty much balanced here. Our tape 284.2325, that's acting as that support right there. Lots of consolidation. Let's see if there's any other stocks that's moving. AMD looks like it did move lower. SPY still playing around VWAP. To 84.07. So lowering down my risk here. I don't like that SPY is bouncing at yesterday's closing price. So that means it is, yeah, it did found a level. So for this one, I'm willing to get stop out at this level. Let's see, did not fill my position here. Okay, so yeah, I'm out here. I did not like that SPY is curling up right here. So yeah, that's why I have my stop loss there. I didn't like that. It is not having a follow through. So let's see here. Did we found a bottom in AMD? Yeah, this is gonna be a challenging day. SPY is just moving at the VWAP here. Procter & Gamble or PG did pick up the volume. It's 2.6 now. 154, 156. This one could have been a good opening range breakout actually, 154. But hindsight is always 50-50. Opening range breakdown here. Just not a lot of volume. Not moving as much as well. JD. Nvidia, looking at the daily here, we did try to test that level from yesterday, 270, and found a rejection there. BABA still heading lower. Amazon. I don't like that it's so wicky. Lots of wick here. Okay, did we find a bottom in AMD? Apple did find a bottom here. I don't like the 5 minutes here. Touched that 9 EMA and then got the rejection. Still not a lot of volume here. So no trades yet. Was down by 292 with Microsoft. But I am not seeing any potential move right now. AMD. Did we find a level at BABA? Volume is still not there where it's pushing high, so that can still go lower. SPY looks like it had found a bottom. Having a rejection here in AMD. This one was a textbook opening range breakdown. So no trades yet. Baba trying to see if we found a bottom. Still no volume there when it's pushing higher. That's a big Prince of Reds. It's just testing now the high of this candlestick, 285.08. High of the day is 285.22. Volume right here, when it's pushing higher, is dying. We're at 5 minutes. That's the high of the day. Lots of sellers at the high of the day. Still, look at the volume right here. Baba in the 5 minutes looking bullish. Entered Baba long, small position. This one I was looking at, shorting it. Okay, reshorting Microsoft, just a small position. My stop loss is the high of the day, 285.26. Baba, I'm trading off based on the 5 minutes. Tesla looks very bearish right now. So this one, of course, I did not put my stop loss right here. Stop loss right here is the low of the day, 88.5, or the body right here, 88.96. Okay, trying to think, is it a good time to load this to the long? Not a lot of conviction here in level 2. What's going on with Microsoft? With this, not a lot of volume. This can just be algorithms as well that's working. So I don't like that. SPY is pushing higher. We are at a VWAP. Nvidia looks like it did found a bottom right here at the S3. Willing to add here. But yeah, rejection at the VWAP. So approach today is just a small share size because this one is just consolidating. Apple found a rejection right here. We found this inverted hammer and yeah, rejected from there. Added to my position here. Updating my stop loss to 85.17. Added to my position here. 88.95 is my stop loss. Yeah, that's a big rejection right there. Moving my stop loss. Now I'm using this candlestick as my stop loss right here. So that is 89.05. If thesis is wrong here, then I'm stopped out by this level. Microsoft is having the VWAP as a support there. SPY is heading lower. We are still heading lower with SPY, waiting for the VWAP to break. So just trying to be patient here. Still, SPY is heading lower, and that would affect this one as well. So giving it some time. Just took some partial there, moving my stop loss now lower than my entry. Okay, BABA have that VWAP as a strong resistance there. We are now seeing a pullback right here. Stop loss is at 89.05. Lowering down my risk here. So BABA stopped me out. Let's see, yeah, so that one is what we call the false breakout. Microsoft did stop me out. But yeah, so I'm now down at BABA by 414. So now this is what we call just a choppy day that is just consolidating in that level. What's that? Let's see, BABA. This one could have been a good short, 157. All right. So no open position yet. This one is testing the low of the day, 88.82. Once that's broken, we'll see a momentum for this one to even go lower. So Microsoft, yeah, just consolidating there. Baba, look at this flush right here. Okay, Amazon does not have any place yet. Baba. So this one now, Baba have found that S4. But yeah. Let's see right here. This one is still bearish. Wow, so this one is still heading lower. Look at Baba, adjust that flush. Even the gap up, the Procter & Gamble now is having that pullback. This one is having the influence as well from SPY. So Procter & Gamble here could have just been pulled down because the SPY is heading lower. So this one can be a good opportunity to go long. So once the SPY have found the bottom, I'm willing to go long on this with the SPY as a support. So just started a small position here. Stop loss 156.33. Just gonna move it a little because it's gonna give it some room. So that is 156.20. Thinking of adding to this position. Nothing is, I can't read anything in the level 2. There's no imbalance there. 156.80 acting as a resistance there. That is the VWAP. VWAP is my pink line right here, and this is the 9 EMA. Added to my position here. I'm gonna move my stop loss closer to VWAP 56.33. So I did not like that this 9 EMA is acting as a resistance right there. So let's see, SPY still not done, heading lower, about to test the low of the day for SPY. Lots of rejection there at that 9 EMA. $156.75. Let's see this one. I just need this one to break this level, 156.8, which is acting as a very strong resistance. Doesn't look like this is again. This thing is holding 156.57, which is the support at the moment. So trying to be patient here. It is under the moving average here. We do have that consolidation at this level now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 candlestick that is consolidating between that level 56.81 and 56.55. To 666, looking at BABA and seeing as well if it is finished going lower. Okay, just tested that VWAP 56.42. SPY is heading lower, so that's not helping this trade as well. This 643. Okay, so I am out of PG. This one now is just heading lower. So yeah, a lot of chopping around today. That was a big move right there. Those who have their stop loss right here just got filled. Amazon still has not found a level here. So right now, no open positions yet. Baba is pretty much very bearish. Nvidia is very bullish at the moment. I'm waiting for a 9 EMA play in Amazon. Okay, I am taking Amazon long, 9 EMA play, stop loss here, 105.13. Let's see, did Procter & Gamble found a bottom here? So we're now back in VWAP. Added to my position in Amazon. $105.9. So trying to be a little patient here. Procter & Gamble looks like it is just going to be chopping. Baba, I did not get back right here at 88.51. That could have been a good level to the long. So trying to be patient with my Amazon trade here. We do have found that 105.62 as a resistance. Moving my stop loss here at break even. But I have not taken any profits yet. Adding long here in Procter & Gamble. It just reclaimed that VWAP. Stop loss here, 56.33. Amazon, let's see some profit takers there. Baba, I miss my long here at this level, 88.49. Baba, yeah, I missed the long here. So the Amazon here was a 9 EMA play. Procter & Gamble is just having a lot of fake out here. So at this time, market is still heading higher. Looks like Amazon is about to test VWAP. So for that, I can just trail my stop. So still heading higher. Moving my stop loss, a little bit aggressive there, but expect a pullback right there at the VWAP. Let's see if that's gonna stop me out. Apple is along as well here. Procter & Gamble, moving my stop loss. So for this one, moving my stop loss. Kind of aggressive with my moving here. Looks like it did, Amazon did stop me out. But yeah, it was a green trade there. So this one, just getting aggressive with my, because I started with a red. 157.3 acted as a resistance there. That's the volume just picked up. I need more volume here. 157.44, 46. This is the kind of trade that I could have made more position, but just because I am down by 834, I'm just being conservative. So it's still moving there. 57.45. This is such a big move for the 5 minutes. This can pretty much have some profit takers as well. 57, because that is already a move of $1. 47. Our new resistance is 49. Prints of 47, 45 here. Let's see if this is gonna stop me out. Baba is still heading higher here, but I missed my long trade in Baba. Okay. Waiting for 57.50 to break. We have 57.52 here. Getting aggressive with my move. So just trailing my stop here. I have not taken any profit yet. I am red initially, and that's why I have to trail my stop loss. At a pullback, I will be out, which is totally fine. So trailing stop here at 57. Okay, so that one wake me out. Let's see. Tested this level right here, 57.81. Okay, I'm shorting this one now. That was a big push. That this can be a potential for profit takers now. So stop loss here is 57.86. Of course, I cannot type it correctly. So stop loss is this level right here, 7.87. This one could just be profit takers as well. Baba, so that was a good push right there. Let's see if it's gonna test that wick. That's not a lot of volume right here on that push. SPY just found a resistance at the VWAP. If this one goes below 57.33, then I will be adding to this position. Look at this Amazon right here. It's still moving to the VWAP, so it did touch that VWAP. Wow, Tesla, this one could have been a good short right here. Let's see if this is gonna stop me out here. Baba had found a rejection. So this level right here, 57.79 is higher than this level right here, 57.7. Found a rejection there. Okay, added to my short position here. I am gonna update my stop loss, 57.87. Where's that? 87. So Baba looks like a big breakout there. Wow. AMD is good. Okay, so this one is working now. That took a while. Did not have the guts to add it to my position. Partial, moving my stop loss lower than my break even. This one can pretty much just stop me out as well, but considering that that one is a big flushed already. Baba, not a lot of volume and it's pushing up. So let's see here. So instead of adding here, I will just trail my stop lower and try to see whether this one has the move to the VWAP. Tesla was a false breakdown. to actually have that 163 as a support. AMD, lowering it down even more. Game plan today is to be conservative by a small share size, just because we are under consolidation, and under consolidation means I need to have at least a wider stop loss. Wider stop loss entails, looks like it's gonna stop me out here. Yep, it stopped me out. So Baba, this can just consolidate. Riot, no trades here. Wow, Amazon could have been the trade of the day. This one still has room to go here. It just stopped me out with that wick. Now it's heading lower. EMD, did we found? It was a big volume bar. No volume. Volume here is just even. Big candlestick here. We are testing the pre-market low. This one can a potential short right here. Shorting AMD. Big volume here. We found a wick right there. We are at the level of pre-market low. We are in that moving average as well. Just a small position there. I will add to my position if I see SPY rejecting or heading lower. So for this one, stop loss is just above this VWAP. Okay. Just about to put my stop loss, but I wanted to add, so my finger is on the hotkeys. So I have my stop loss right here, mental 89.5. Okay, looks like I do have time to put that now, 89.5. I haven't even placed it and it's almost in that level. Okay, so that's my stop loss, 89.5. SPY is promising because it looks like it had found its stop. So I am interested in adding to my position once it broke this level at 89.25, because that is the support at this level. 89.25, 24. Okay, just added to my position. Since I added to my position, I am updating my stop loss, 89.51. We're heading to that 9 EMA acting as a support there. SPY is at yesterday's closing price, which can act as a support. I need this one to break that 9 EMA. We did find that the volume here is dying when it's pushing up, so that's very bearish as well. The giveaway here was we have a medium-sized volume bar, but look at this candlestick right here. Looks like it's very strong, where in fact there's not a lot of volume to support that. And we did find a wick. That wick right there is the pre-market low, that red line that I have. Just took some partial, lowering down my stop loss lower than my break even if it bounced up of that VWAP, then I'm okay. Very small gain there. But this is the kind of market that we are heading at the moment. Very choppy. So I am not going to be staying for a long time with the trade. So okay to get stop out with this. SPY looks like it's bouncing off of yesterday's closing price as well. Volume is picking up here. Just need this one to flush off of that VWAP and break that level at 89.10. 89.10. We do have lots of bids stacking here. So yeah, big volume bar here. VWAP here in 5 minute. It's still acting as a support. Okay, so while waiting for this one to either break the VWAP or stop me out, I'm looking for other trades to do. Oh wow, Amazon. Amazon looks like it had found it's under consolidation. This can just stop me out. I need to see a flush. Okay, so I am out there. Wow, what a small, that was such a small gain. Yeah, Procter & Gamble looks like it is done. This is just gonna go sideways. Look at this AMD. So having that tight stop loss, managing your position size makes it still a high probability trade, just because even if I only saw this one red candlestick at the 5 minutes, I was still able to catch that little bit of a move. I did not make a lot of money with that because I am doing a small share size for today. But even with that, trailing your stop still was a good risk to reward ratio. This one now, big push. Okay, we are now back to having all the shorts get short squeeze, but not a lot of volume, that the conviction is there for this to move higher. So this one, expect a good resistance at 89.49, and it can even not be able to touch that and have that rejection. So thought process here is I would like to reshort this one. Reshorting this one. SPY as well is having that little bit of a pullback. Stop loss here again is at 89.5. Okay, so looking for other trades that is actually moving, which we currently don't have. SPY is having a pullback, willing to add to this level when it goes below 89.32, because that means I am adding to the momentum when it's going lower. 32, 34, I'm looking at the tape right here. So was willing to add to the short if it goes below this wick, 89.31. I'm waiting for that 31 to print right here at the tape. Right now, oh, we have 24. Okay, added to my position. SPY had a rejection. Okay, 89.49, updating my stop loss here. Let's see, very tight range here. SPY just found a top here. 89.28. I just need SPY to break down again so I can add to my position here. Volume here is dying when it's pushing down, so that's not good. Okay, add it to my position here. Okay, 89.46 is my stop loss. So I need this one to touch the VWAP again, but this one looks like it has a higher potential to break below the VWAP, because what SPY is doing is this inverted hammer right here. Let's see, 89.2. Microsoft is a short now as well. Okay. Thinking of shorting Microsoft based off of this level right here in 5 minutes. Stop loss is 285.02. 285.02. What was it? 285. Gonna give it 0.04 instead of 0.02. So although this one was heading higher, but looking at the 5 minutes below the body of this candlestick, stop loss is just above that body, which is the level right here, the pivot point level. AMD, let's see, did we have a fake out when it's going down? Okay. See if AMD is gonna stop me out here. This one is doing a 9 EMA, part of the low float stock. Wished. I'm gonna have a stop loss below this 9 EMA. 9.49. There was a little bit of a flush there. AMD. Just under consolidation here. We'll try to be patient. So AMD is already working. SPY looks like it still has room to go down. So not, let's see here. Support here is 89.2. I need that 89.2 to be broken. Wished. Let me just move my stop loss here. I didn't like that had a big flush there. Took some partial. Now moving my stop loss lower than my break even. Microsoft. Waiting for SPY to flush and wish to go up. So let's see here. What is the volume doing? although there's a lot of volume here, just because it's a 19.3 million, all those big pocketed traders can just easily dump their shares here. Look at this thing. Will it stop me out again? Yeah, so it stopped me out. So that was the 211. $284. Let's see if this is gonna stop me out as well. Wish. Not a lot of volume. Wow, so that one was just a flush right there. That's the rest of a low float one. Riot was a good short here. What is Baba doing? Baba is absolutely doing nothing. AMD stopped me out, but look at this thing now. That's the move that I was waiting for. This one, such a big volume here. SPY is still playing in yesterday's closing price. I'm interested in adding to my position once this one goes lower than 284.79, because that 284.80 or 79 had acted as a strong support for a while. But whichever comes first, stop out or that level where I am considering of adding. And AMD is just got me stop out and now heading lower. SPY is heading lower again. 24.77, which is 284.77 is this level to add. Okay, add it to my position to the short. To 84.7271. Took some partial. I don't like the movements today. There's no follow through at all, so a lot of moves is just a scalp move. This one was the one that I shorted that stopped me out, and now it's still heading lower. Come on, just flush already. There you go. SPY is flushing down. This thing needs to go down now. Okay. Like, seriously. Big volume here. Look at this AMD. my short right here stopped me out, but it's now heading lower. That's the kind of choppiness that we are in at the current market. SPY is breaking the VWAP here, so that's helping my trade. There you go. This is the flush that I was waiting for. Nvidia, everything now is heading lower. About time. This one was very PG. This is a very bullish here. Oh, Microsoft stopped me out. So yeah, that's the thing. It's so wicky. Get you stop out and then gonna do the move. So ridiculous. Okay, PG now. I'm looking for a long here. This is a 9 EMA trade. Okay, entered long here. 56.66 is a potential move there. Added to my position. Stop loss here is 156.08. Dang, that was a good flush right there. Good resistance there, 56.41. Ah, look at this. This is just so frustrating. Stop me out with that wick and then now it's moving higher or moving to the direction that I want. Really frustrating. Wish is just done. Okay, so BABA now is heading to the low of day, 88.33. I'm waiting for that low of day to be tested. Okay, AMD about to test the low, well, did test this level, 88.7. Next level is 88.61. Let's see if this is gonna, waiting for my fill here. Okay, so I am out that. All right, so just return my profit there. All right, so AMD testing the low of the day here. Okay, heading lower here, SPY. Thinking of doing this because this one is still higher high. I'm looking at AMD as well. AMD is about to test that low of the day. So let's see here, still higher high, higher low in the 5 minutes. So let's see, still heading lower, the SPY though. So that can pull this one down too, which is what's happening now. AMD just touch the low of the day. This is the FOMO trade here, got step out, and now it's moving into the direction that I want. Okay, AMD just found a new low of the day. SPY is still heading lower. Amazon, just so weaky at the moment. No volume there. A lot of volume there. Okay, SPY is testing the low of the day from yesterday. So looking at a bounce from the SPY. Thinking of doing a long in AMD if we have found a bottom here. PG. Doing a long and again here. Now just a small position here. Stop loss here is 55.86. Okay, so looking at AMD, did we found a bottom? Looks like SPY found a bottom. So I am thinking of doing a long here. We do have some support here as well. Okay, so started a position here. Stop loss is just below this S4, 88.53. The 8.53. Okay, let's see. Are we done heading lower or I'm just gonna get step out here? 53. Yeah, I'm just gonna get step out here. 54. 55 here. Did not stop me out, but we do have some bids here to the 50s. 57, 58. This one is about to stop me out. PG. Here we go again with this Procter & Gamble added to my position here. $155.87 stop loss. AMD stopped me out. So gave back some of the profit to the short side. So AMD, Microsoft, BABA, those three have, even JD, have formed a double bottom. So this one have formed a double bottom here. Microsoft as well, double bottom right here, as well as AMD already break or pass through that low of the day. I like the volume here that's picking up. Okay, so started along here at BABA. Stop lost here, 88.34. Trying to be patient with this PG. Wish is now, let's see here, 9.35, not a lot of volume. It's hard to trust this one now because the volume is not there. VWAP as a resistance. Big volume bar here. AMD have found a bottom here. So starting along in AMD. Stop loss here, 88.43. Haven't put my stop loss because I wanted to add to my position and my hands is in the hotkeys. Okay, so 88.43. Since it is consolidating, still have time to put that in. Okay. Moving my stop loss here. Easier to do stop loss is with my hotkey, the tab. Okay, BABA, will it stop me out? There's no follow through here. I'm okay to get stop out here. See volume. SPY looking very bullish with this hammer right here. Considering that, willing to add to my position in AMD. Just added to my position in AMD. 88.41. PG, step me out again. BABA. For this one, I'll give it some time. AMD just had a rejection there in that moving average. Willing to add to this 88.41, 42. Added to my BABA. Updating my stop loss 88.32. BG stopped me out, but still is very bullish. Wish, yeah, Wish is just gonna be chopping around. Thinking of adding again here. Added to my AMD 88.41. Lots of false breakout in BABA. So this one will touch that 88.85. Conviction here is because SPY looks like found a low of the day for 10. This one, 88.75 acting as a strong support or resistance there. 75, 74. I need this one to break that level. 88.77. Microsoft have been moving higher. So lowering my risk here, moving it closer to that level right here, which is 88.5. So 88.5. BABA is just consolidating here, not doing anything. Let's see if this is gonna stop me out here. Wow, that was a big breakdown. Those are the kind of move that I want when I enter a trade. But of course, for that one, I got stop out because I was long. So just trying to be patient with this AMD trade. So look at this one. No one can predict that one. So Baba just stopped out all the long here. Market maker filled all the stop loss, and then now it's just pushing up. That was the move that I was waiting for. So yeah, unfortunately, stocks can do that. Just got all the stop loss here. Once they filled all of the stop loss, then now they're squeezing it up. So manipulation at its finest. All right. Okay, so now here, give me a chance to short this one. Okay, I'm shorting Baba. Add it to my position, short this one. So AMD is working here. That took a while, moving my stop loss at break even. Now I'm gonna be trailing my stop here. Baba is so messed up. Trailing my stop here. So this one is about to test the VWAP. I did was able to add on to my shares here and build up to my position. SPY is heading higher, and let's see if Baba, I'm gonna lower down my risk here. Can always just wake me out as well. Baba is one of those stocks that is very erratic today. Okay, Baba again. Okay, I am gonna get out of Baba because Baba is just messing up my psychology here. This one is working in my favor. But we are at the VWAP, so expect a pullback right there. I need this one to break 89.05, 89.04, 04.05. We do have 89.1110 that's building up here. So just trailing my stop here. 89.08. So I haven't, this one can just stop me out. Okay, so that stopped me out. Baba. I don't want to touch Baba. We just found a very big push in the SPY. Was able to trade this one right here. Now what I'm thinking of is, are we overextended? Microsoft now has 3 candlestick that is very bullish. We are about to test again the high of the day. So that high of the day can be a good place to short. So this is what we call a range bound trade. All the pop you short, all the drop. Once it has that level, you long. I need a conviction that this one is really heading lower. SPY is having a pullback, but that can be just profit takers. Amazon testing the high of the day. Thinking of shorting this one now. Volume is on the 5 minutes is starting to become an anomaly. Okay, shorting this one just based off of SPY as well. Stop loss here is it's this level 285.09. My eyes are getting dry. So was able to time this one to that top just because I was looking at the SPY, and the SPY have this rejection. Did not get a lot of position, but if I see, okay, added to my position here a little bit late there. So since I was late, I have to put in a stop loss closer to 84.87. What is that? 284.88. AMD is a good short as well. Was a little bit late there. I hate BABA, so I'm not gonna. So 284.51. SPY is playing on us because now it's bouncing off of VWAP. Lowering down my risk here just because I have a bigger position. So willing to get stop out here. Totally fine with that. That's the high of this candlestick right here. They just want to break this level 284.47, acting as a strong support. 46 now, 45. Some buyers stepping in there. 54 hitting the higher than the ask. 49, 46. $43, $41. Okay, acting as a strong support there. $40. Looking at the tape here, 37. Some took some partial. I don't like that it's stalling. I have a big position, so stalling. So now that I have took some partial, I'm in a comfortable position. This one, I'm just going to trail my stop here. I have a stop loss lower than my break even. So even if this stop me out, which probably will, this is still a green trade. Trying to be a little patient with this because Microsoft had been a mover but was not able to catch those big moves because it keeps wicking out on me. Was about to take some partial here, but it was so quick. I did not even get to hit my hotkeys. This is the wick that I was talking about. Lots of fake out. Let's see if this is gonna stop me out. Yep, so that stopped me out. Wow, Amazon is so strong. It just broke the high, pre-market high here. Testing. It's about to test the high of the day, 106.71. So what I'm thinking of Amazon is once this tests the high of the day, which is this level, which is 106.72, that would form as a double top, and that double top can be a good place to short this one. This one has a lot of volume here though, so let's see if it even has the room for this to test the high of the day, 106.74, because it looks like it is actually losing steam for this to push higher. Big volume here, big candlestick. About to test the high of day, 106.75. Oh boy, 11:13. Need to wrap this thing up. Amazon, come on. I want this one to push to 106.75. Oh, this one is a good short now based off of 5 minutes. Are we moving? Okay, shorting this one base of this level. Stop loss is 19.87. What was I watching? Oh, Amazon. Okay, Amazon. Did we test that high of the day? Did not. So this one was the easy trade right here. Already moved, but I could have added it to my position if I wasn't tracking Amazon. Okay, added to my position here. Stop lost 19.88. Momentum is still there to test the high of the day. AMD looks like it had found its top, but it's in VWAP, so that's hard to trade. This one is already working. Not a lot of volume that I put though. Volume is picking up. Add it to my position here. $19.80. Okay, so this is the move that I was waiting for. To short this one, shorting Amazon, small position, because this one can still test the high of the day, which is 106.73. Big volume here though for the sellers. That can always test the high of the day. That can form that double top. So this is the front side of the move. 106.73. Stop loss here is the high of the day. All right, lots of consolidation here. Just a small share size. Very bearish here. What does our 5 minutes looks like? 5 minutes looking good to the bear. 106.46. Bid is building. Added to my position. $106.66. Okay, stop loss is closed because I did add it to my position. This one is just stalling. So bears and bulls are fighting off of this, whether this one wants to push higher or would like to break this support. Zim is already working. This one is an easy trade because it is playing of this 5 minutes. So higher time frame is always easier to trade than the lower one because you can reduce the noise, the consolidation. This one, my stop loss is the pre-market low. Potential here to go to 19.51. Need Amazon to break this moving average, which is this level 106.43. 106.43, lots of bids here getting absorbed. 12 45. Bunch of asked here as well. So expect a fight there, consolidation. Volume, not a lot. So this one, this is higher than the high of this. So this is definitely the turning point here that can always be tested. And that's why I have my stop loss there, because the stop loss there, if that high gets tested, that would add to the momentum for this to go higher. That's why I have the stop loss there, willing to get step out at that level. This one is the easy trade, but looks like just okay. That Zim for like very slow mover Zim. See here. I'm just gonna move my stop loss here. Looks like it doesn't. I'm moving my stop loss lower than my break even. Amazon. Big volume bar, a small volume bar, big candlestick here. This can easily stop me out. Come on, let's see. Looks like it's about to stop me out. Yep, so that stopped me out. Wow. This Amazon was so strong. Boom. Those are the stop loss at this level, 106.73. All the stop loss got filled, and that's why there was a pop there. Nice move. Very nice move. So now it's gonna consolidate in that level. I'll wait for this one to give me a signal to short this one. Right now it's still so bullish. That was such a good move. Zim looks like it did stop me out. Yeah, stop me out on my that's awesome. This is just so strong. Apple just consolidating here, down by 1%. So no trades yet. Wow. Amazon is so strong. Look at that move. We're doing this another level here, 284 in Microsoft. The last time that it did that, I kept shorting it at that level, 285.01. SPY is heading a pull back again. So 285, interested to short this one. Okay, shorting this one. SPY is just heading lower as well. Added to my position to short. Amazon now is a short. But let's see. Every time this is getting sold, it just gets bought. So lower risk is to be on the consolidation of this Microsoft, because the one that is in Amazon, unless there's a very strong conviction that that's heading lower, that's the only time to short this one. Microsoft. Added to my position here, just building up my position. Stop loss right here is just a high, 285. Did this one to break the 284.6. Tight stop loss to 84.90. This small volume bar right here, big candlestick. Amazon is still ripping higher. SPY is trading below VWAP. Need this one to break this level to 84.63. This one can easily just get squeezed as well. SPY is squeezing. No volumes here, so that can just consolidate. AMD is a good short as well right now. $24.80. $24.77.76. Just bunch of consolidation today. Algos working here. Not a lot of volume, but big candlestick. Still has that resistance here to 84.83. SPY just had a fake out. So that stopped me out. Very choppy market. Okay, I'm shorting AMD here. We did touch this level a couple of times. Stop loss 89.46. Microsoft just break through that high. Add it to my position. $9.43. This one is picking up volume here. So now it's testing the high of the day, which is 285.25. So that's triple bottom, triple top, first top, second top, third top, 285.25. That makes it a very strong resistance. This is a potential short here, 3 tops already. Still testing that level. Looks like trade in AMD is working. So moving my stop loss now to my break even. I'm okay to get stop out here. Just the market is just so weaky. Microsoft just, wow, just broke that high of the day. Same thing as Amazon, AMD. I'm out AMD, and like that it's curling up. So let's see here, waiting for this one to reshort this one. Nvidia already have a pullback. Looking at Nvidia as well, Nvidia having that pre-market low as a strong resistance. It did found a rejection there. It's 271. Actually, it was the pre-market high, and that was yesterday's closing price as well. So I'm interested in shorting this one. This can just close. That pop right there was all those shorts that got filled. And that's what happened to SPY as well. Everything is sweeping higher now. Thinking of shorting this one. Okay, shorting Nvidia. This is the wick that I was talking about. All the shorts is just gonna get wicked out with this. That's the high, and then now it's heading lower. So that's the kind of market that we are in at the moment. So small position here, and stop loss here is 271.47. Added to my position here. Looks like this might actually be the top 107. Okay, shorting this one base of this 5 minutes here. 285.90. Market is just rejecting the high right here. This one now is the short. Okay. Nvidia is already starting to work here. Just took some partial there. Because this can also be just a fake out, which is what have been happening. Okay, added to my position here. Stop loss just below. Some resistance here. I need the market to flush and just call it a day because a lot of stopping out today, and it had been a longer day trading for the day. So waiting for another flush. We got that level rejection right there. Still need to flush down. This is the flush that I was waiting for. Took some partial there. This can pretty much just bounce anytime. Just trailing my stop here. I need this one to have more flush down. Found a level there. Need more flush down. AMD's heading lower as well. Market is still heading lower. Some profit takers here. I still need the market to flush. Okay, this is the flush that I was waiting for. Took a while, but it's now working. Okay. Now I'm just trailing my stop. Took some partial there. Don't know whether this is gonna bounce anytime, but just partialing. Microsoft. Time to take some partial. Lowering it down. Still heading lower here. But yeah, looks like we did find a bottom there. About to stop me out there. This one's still heading lower. I need to break that 284.85. I just needed to flush 284.76. 98 is my stop loss. 86, having that moving average as a support. SPY stalling. Yeah, buyer stepping in. Okay, so done with the trade. A lot of choppiness today, but we'll call it a day. It's not worth it to get stuck in this kind of market where it's just consolidating. So yeah, with that, let's do a recap. All right, so did a couple of trades today. Actually, lots of trades today. So start with is AMD. All right, so AMD, I took it to the long as well as to the short. Both were profitable. Took longer than usual, but that's because if we take my pen here, just look at this consolidation right here. That is the price action that we're having, and that's the price action because look at what the SPY is doing. The SPY is an inside bar where this candlestick is inside this candlestick. So once that is the case, expect a range bound kind of day where the movement is just gonna test this high and test this low. Right now we are just in the middle, so it's just gonna go sideways. And those range bound kind of day are not the day that I'm mostly excited, because for those you'll just have to trade off of the high of the day, the low of the day. So you just short the high of the day along the low of the day and took some partials or some money out of that. And that's what I pretty much did. And that's the reason why it took longer for me to finish the trade for the day. So again, with AMD, what I saw was it is an inside bar, just like SPY. The SPY, I am trading their stocks as how I am seeing what the SPY is doing. So since it's an inside bar, this level right here is my pre-market low, pre-market high. At the open, big candlestick right here, and it's just ranging at this level, just like the SPY. So what I saw was this double top. It tested that 90 MA. When it tested that 90 MA, it had that rejection. So I was watching a different stock at that time. So when it tested again that level, which is close to my pre-market low, that pre-market low will serve for me as a good line or a good risk for me to put my stop loss. So I entered short here, added to my position, covered. So with that little bit of a move to the short, got my profit there. And then again, it tested that level again. So let's see here, tested that level again. Once this one, I think this is where I tried to long it and I got the pop right there. And then on its way down, then I short. So a lot of flipping back and forth here. I tried to long this one, I got stop out, long it again, and I got the move. So this one is the long move. Since I've been in and out of this trade, it's just hard to see where is my long and my short. So you know what, this is my short, and then short again because I've been trailing my stop and this candlestick here, and that price got me stop out. So short here, and then this is my long, and then short again, got me stop out, wicked out, but it moved. So I did not capture that good move supposedly to the short side. So for the long, I got 932. For the short, I got 321. That short because a lot of trial, and the long was the one that made really money out of it, is because I was able to have that move from around 88.7 all the way to 89.1. So that one was the move of the day for AMD. Amazon to the short side is 300 and to the long side is 340. So only like $40 move there, or $40 profit. So to the short side, um, let's see. Thought process here is I am trying to do a 9 EMA trade where at the open you see a big gap up here. It was so strong that it had that rejection. You don't want to go long when it is like heading higher unless you're doing an opening range breakout. This one I did not trade it to an opening range breakout because at the open it is at this level and the pre-market high is this level. So I let it run without me, and sure enough that was a fake out. Went have that pull back to the 9 EMA, and this is the 9 EMA textbook strategy, where when it touches the 9 EMA, you wait for the bounce in the 9 EMA and you long it at the 9 EMA. So I long it at the 9 EMA. At the sign of reversal, added to my position. The thing about today's trading day is it has a lot of wick. Look at this wick right here. So what happened here is I did not get to capture the whole move because it before it went past through the VWAP, it wicked me out. So got me stop out there. So that's why for the long, I only have 340, a little bit of a move. To the short, let's see here, was a loss. So what I was trying to do here was short, because looks like this one is an inverted hammer. This candlestick is lower than this candlestick. Looks like a reversal, false breakdown. So stop loss is here, and that's why I have a loss of 300 there. So that one was my Amazon trade. Next one is Baba. Baba is the loser for today, because to the short side as well as to the long side, I am both red on this trade. And it was giving this nasty move. So this one, you have the pre-market high, pre-market low, have that flushed at the open, and looks like it's about to bounce. I have this pre-market low as the level of a strong support. So once it was having that support right there, this one is a hammer. I started to go long on this, so entered here long, added to my position, waiting for the VWAP to break and just head higher, and this one just stopped me out. So to the long, I was red, and then was waiting for another opportunity to go long. This one first, white candlestick here, went long on top of that body of that candlestick, and then I got stopped out again, tried to do long. That one now is a 1 minute trade right here, anticipation for it to rip higher, and got stopped out. Tried to short and I got stopped out. So both short and long is a red for Amazon. So that is the Baba trade. After Baba is Microsoft. Microsoft did give me a hard time as well because it has a lot of wick. But what I noticed though, I usually don't trade Microsoft, but Microsoft really is reflecting what the SPY is doing. So same thing as what AMD was doing, just consolidating in that level right there. Also a range bound trade. So what I did with Amazon, couple of stubs to the short, was every time it goes, this one first short because it's about to lose the VWAP, added to my position and then got stopped out. At that time, this one give me, this is my first trade. So that one was a red trade. I saw that it is having that, this one now is a 9 EMA trade, but this is not the A plus setup because it's not a big of a gap down. Plus, not a big of a gap down, so that means it still is a range bound, but we have that 9 EMA rejection. So once it rejected the 9 EMA, I went short right here, added to my position. I did manage to come out green on this trade because of that move, which is a 9 EMA strategy, but just because I was red here, this one was just a break-even trade. Again, this one, first level here, high of the day, touches the high of the day. So that is what we call double top. So we're tapping there. This one is very bearish. First red candlestick there. After this rip higher, volume is not there. So that one, I took that trade to the short, added to my position. I have this level right here that can act as my strong resistance there. So I can have my stop loss right here, cover my partial here, moving my stop loss. And again, I got wicked out. So it failed my share, hit my stop loss. As soon as it hit the stop loss, look at this one, and then it moved. That one was the move that I was waiting for. Got frustrated with that, wait for another confirmation that it is gonna go to this level and we'll short it again. When it went to that level, this one does not even have the momentum to push higher. So I shorted it short and very small move, and that one was our green trade still. Short again, this one was just a break even because it stopped me out at my break even. Then we do have that inverted hammer, so reshort it here, added to my position, and was all out, trailing my stop and got stop out before that rip higher. So with all those movements with Microsoft, it is a micro move. I only got a short of 253. The next one is NVIDIA. NVIDIA is a short. So what I saw with NVIDIA is, again, we are in that range, consolidating. We are testing this level, which is the closing price of yesterday. When I saw that, this one, first stop or first high of the day, was able to push higher than the high of the day at this time. SPY is also having a pullback. So I shorted it here. Stop loss is just above my pre-market high here. And so short, cover, 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 and that stopped me out when it was reversing to the high side. So with that, that was a clean move, 838. And then PG or Procter & Gamble, so this one to the short is 270, to the long is 320. So still was a red overall with PG. This one was an earnings play, so you have that huge gap up. This one was or could have been a good opening range breakout play, but I was looking at Microsoft and was not able to monetize on this. So when I saw it, it already ripped higher. It is a very strong stock. It is actually up by 4% right now. But when I saw that it is having that pullback at the VWAP, considering that it is a huge gap up here, earnings play, so I took this one to the long, added to my position, and I got stop out. Now we have this candlestick right here. I went long at the body of the high of this candlestick. So long here, was able to get that move right here. That was a quick move to the high side with the volume that's like intermediate or medium size volume. So when I saw that, I flipped my position to the short, cover here, cover, and with that, it was a decent move. The only thing is this also messed me up. So try to do a 9 EMA. We have a hammer, 9 EMA, long here, got stop loss at the body of that hammer. And I tried to do long again, and it just stopped me out at break even before it do its thing. So with that PG, it is just to the short side is 270 and to the long side is 320. Next one is Wish. Wish is I'm trying to do a 9 EMA as well. A gap up here, but this is a low float stock of 19.3 million. So considering that it's a low float stock, not a A plus setup, so prior at the open had a pullback and touches the 9 EMA. You have the first white candlestick here, went high or went long at the high of this candlestick. So that is my entry there. Entry at the high, stop loss below this candlestick right here, and I got stop out. With that stop out, I got 200 lost. And then last one is Zim. Zim is the gap down here, was not moving as much, so I was building up my position. So you have a gap down there. This one could have been a good opening range breakout. Again, I was stuck with Microsoft, so did not get to trade this one. So when I saw it had that clean move, and when I saw that we have that V reversal, so V reversal, it did try to test this pre-market low. First red candlestick, after that V reversal. So I went short using the 5 minutes short right here, stop loss just above this high of this candlestick. So short, adding to my position. This add to my position just made it a red trade, just because if I have started a big position here to begin with, then that little bit of a move could have been a green trade. But just because I keep adding it here, thesis is that it's gonna test the VWAP, which it did not, so it just got me stop out there. So got $40 lost there. So with that, I was up for the day for 1100. I am not gonna push my luck here just because it's a very choppy day, and with this choppy market, it's better off to just sit on the sideline, wait until the market is right for a trade. Look at this Microsoft now. It tried to test that pre-market high, got the rejection there. But there's just not a lot of follow through. All the shorts that I've been doing, shorts here, cover here, shorts here, cover here. Shorts here, although the move was there, but it stopped me out. So yeah, very hard day for a day trader today. So with that, I'll be done with my trade. This one, Amazon now, is a good short. It had rip higher all the way to 107.45. This is a pretty good short now, just because it did found that resistance at 107.47. This one, yeah, that's a good short now. But again, done with the trade. Just looking what else is happening here. Wish, this is the red trade that I have. No momentum to go higher. Rivian is nothing. So a lot of consolidation. Tesla just moved 161, 165, $4 move. Also an inside bar. So yeah, I am done for the day. What time is it? 12:10. And yeah. So for those of you who are asking on where to begin on how to day trade for a living, please feel free to check our website out. It's called ecourseunlock.com, and we do have our services that's offered there, and we do have our book that is now published in Amazon. Syllabus is there. We have more than 40 hours of recorded learning there, and we add to the course daily, so learning never stops. So please check that one out. We do have some mentoring as well, that is for per hour basis. So if you're interested with that, please check that one out. We do have this free resource now, which is your could be your guide for an opening range breakout strategy. That's one of our favorite strategy, and you can download that with this link. Our scanner is now live 5 days a week, and that's being shared here. We do have a live Benzinga there too. And this is our blog right here, just some trading recap that you can watch if you want to just take a look on how day traders pick their trades. And let's see here, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you had a good trading day. It's Friday, April 21st, and I'll call it a day. And for you guys who have questions, please feel free to email me. My email is mary@ecourseunlocked.com. Would love to help you guys. And with that, I'll see you guys first thing Monday morning. Thank you for watching. Bye.